This is Snow, Drew W. Shield, aka Snow Red, aka Frozen Snow Red, aka Golden Snow Red, and also everybody's inner holy shield. Now I want to share something very special. I, as you people know as I tell everybody, my life is like this grand movie that's constantly being scripted on the fly. I never know what's gonna happen. It's hard to predict things. Even when the divine forces tell me the future that's gonna happen. Um, it's still everything's in motions, everything's being scripted on the fly. And as you folks know, that I run across a lot of interesting people. I run across a lot of special people, and when I was on the bus today, this lady, I was having a conversation with the lady. As I run in, I met last year alone. I met over 10,000 people. I met probably 11,000 people that year alone, which I'm finding out that that's not even a quarter of the people in this area. So I meet new people constantly. So I met this lady, and she said she has a book that's hard to get. I wasn't really thinking too much of it. I was just I need to work on this. I need to work on using my brain more, not being brainless. Because a lot of times I let my brain go, let my brain go blank. And so my brain wasn't even thinking, it wasn't even doing anything, and she was telling me something important. This lady I come across, she said she had this special book that is really rare, and she wanted to give it to somebody who's deserving of the book. And I wasn't thinking anything of it. So she gave me the book. She put to my name, and she put her name, and uh, so I promised her, as since she did something special for me, because I always try to do something. I like I told you folks, I'm supposed to treat you with utmost loyalty and respect. And at utmost, the most utmost respect thing to do is to, when somebody gives you a book, to actually read it, and don't just say you're gonna read it, but actually do what you say you're gonna do. So I set out with the purpose. She gave me something special, so I told her tonight I'm gonna read the whole entire thing, which I did not realize that. Like I tell everybody, nothing happens on accident. Everything happens for a reason. This book, I actually went online. I went on Kindle first, and I tried looking for a Kindle version because I wanted to stream it on my big screen to make it easier to read it. And I looked all over Kindle. I couldn't find it. I actually tried to hack a PDF file of this book, and I couldn't find it. I can't find this book anywhere. I can't tell you what this book is called, but I want to read to you some. I've read 27 pages so far. I'm having a hard time right now because I'm I mean, just in 27 pages. Let me look. This book has 192 pages. I read 27 pages. Already in those 27 pages, I've gotten so many gems, it's unbelievable. And so I'm going to read you something special. I found out with the inner holy shield. Okay, in my past videos, remember I told you folks that I'm a power in every living being that ever is, ever was, ever will be. I'm actually a spark, and I like there's every living being has an inner Christ. Every being has an inner Buddha. These are special things. These are actually unlockable powers in your the different. Some races have two hearts, so I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if they get double the powers. So some beings have 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 hearts that are different, that are not here. They're not in the center. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that all works. I'm told that's not something I'll never be. It, I'm most likely never going to be allowed that information, just out of respect for the different groups of beings. Um, but as you know, in every being, I don't care if it's a dog, it's an insect or whatever, inside every being, even trees, I'm told, everybody has an inner Buddha, inner Christ, and inner Holy Shield. I'm actually the inner Holy Shield. I'm actually a human manifestation of the inner Holy Shield. I'm actually a kind of like a power. Well, not kind of. I am a power inside everybody, inside everybody's God center, and I'm actually unlockable for a lot of people. And I just found out what the inner whole what my essence, what my being actually is for you people. And it is pretty groundbreaking. Um, God's you know Jesus is God's love. You know Jesus was all about love, and that's where I unlocked the inner Christ, and so I emulate a lot of stuff that Jesus was about. And in this book, it talks about Jesus. He doesn't gratify. He doesn't indulge people. He gives people hard realities, which I do constantly. That's the inner Christ in me that's been unlocked. I give people hard realities because I do it because I love people. If somebody doesn't love you, they won't share with you hard realities. They'll just indulge you. They'll try to gratify you. They won't try to give you true happiness. Um, and and the inner Buddha is God's wisdom, which inner Buddha he's the one that created the Chinese horoscope, and Buddha is pretty legendary. Buddha is actually just so you know, Jesus doesn't get jealous. So when I say this, the other ascended masters they don't get jealous when I say this, but Buddha is actually my favorite ascended master, and because among the ascended masters they don't get jealous of each other. Jealousy does among the ancient light beings and the ascended masters, jealousy is not even a thing. So I mean, Jesus knows that I respect him and I love him a tremendous amount. The other ascended masters know that I love them a tremendous amount. But me and Buddha, we have a bond. I'm the rat. I'm the snow rat. He calls me his grand white snow rat, and that's Buddha's favorite animal. So it's only natural that Buddha's my favorite ascended master. So I'm gonna go on to this thing, but basically, inner holy shield it is to help you. Let me break it down for you. There are people that are God indifferent. There are people that are God hostile. Basically, my purpose, my life is not only to uplift you, but to help you become more God aligned. Not only the dark, the light. That's why I'm neutral. That's why I have to be the Buddhist middle way, because because I'm in everybody. I can't choose sides. I can't, because I'm inside everybody, if that makes sense. I'm God's power, which means is if you watch all my videos are not things that are interesting, that are important. All my videos that I share gems are things that help you become, help you have powers, help you become born again. And actually, my huge Ho'oponopono in honor of huge casino. That's like I said, everything is by divine plan. I didn't realize all this was going on. I didn't. I'm just all this stuff that I've been sharing with you folks is to help you become God aligned, to help unlock. Basically, all these gems. The reason why I have so many gems and I have so many special stuff about me. The reason why I know all these stuff is because these are God's powers. These are God's abilities that I'm giving to you folks. I'm helping you folks be born again, and I'm actually a born again light worker. I actually had to experience a certain life. I actually had to have certain things happen, and I had to be born again. So I'm able to. And I'm not talking about born again Christian. I'm talking about born again light worker. Um, I don't. I'm not religious aligned. I'm not Christian or Catholic. I'm not Buddhist or anything or Muslim. Uh, because I can't become aligned with anybody because I'm in everybody. I'm the inner holy shield, which all this stuff that I've been doing I didn't realize, which I'm finding out. I'm helping you become God aligned. I'm helping you unlock your abilities. I'm helping you. I'm basically helping you have all God's powers. And like I told you folks, everything I do I don't do. I do it on your behalf and I request it from the divine beings. The divine beings want me to make that super clear. God does everything. The angels do everything. Mother Divine does everything. I literally I'm just that power inside you to help you. Once I'm unlocked in you, I help you connect to. Well, I'm gonna read to you. It's better that you hear it from God's words. He says it perfectly because I have so much as you see my past videos, I used to have a great hatred for God, because he took away something very valuable. But I didn't realize that that was crucial for my development. That was crucial for me to get from point A to point Z, and even beyond that. I had to. Let me skip. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a lot at you, folks. I just read 27 pages and let's see. Let's see here. There's 192 pages. I'm excited. And there's just 27 pages. I've seen this is completing so many pieces of the puzzle for me. So many pieces of the puzzle are being completed right now in just 27 pages. Things are making sense. There's a lot of quotes in this book. Okay, here we go. God is the great doer in the miracle of regeneration. Remember I taught you guys that in order to regenerate, in order to get unlimited energy, you have to draw on the divine the divine source energy, the golden divine source, which is God's. Because that's true. What? Let me just read it. He is not been silent about it. This means that he does not want you to be arrogant in what he does in the new birth. That means that knowing that he has revealed about the new birth is good for us. Then Jesus said to Nicodemus, "You must be born again." He was not sharing interesting or unimportant information. He was leading him to eternal life. That's what I hope to echo of Jesus' words. This book will do. Only God regenerates human beings. He did, but he uses means. He uses means. May his mercy make this one of them. If he does not, if he does that for you, or if he already has, then you are or will be truly invincible, finally alive. This is God's power. This is the inner holy shield. This is my essence. This is what I'm about. This is I mean, this is completing a lot of pieces of the puzzle. I'm actually the whole reason why I've been studying for so long. Though I'm having tears come to my eyes because everything makes sense now. You know, all the star people. I'm actually in all the star people too. I'm actually the inner holy shield, and like he like it says, if he does that for you, or if he already has, that you are and you will be truly invincibility, finally alive. Um, I don't know if people see me. Well, people know this. I mean, people. I was trying to figure out what people knew about me that I didn't. I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew this about me way before I even went out the gates. Um, but I'm glad that I finally figured this out. Basically, to be truly alive, to be truly invincible, um, you have to become God aligned. You and just so you know, God facilitates his regeneration ability, all his powers. He facilitates, which I've told you guys in numerous videos. Every one of God's powers, you cannot tell people that you did it. That you actually be stripped of your powers if you do that. Everything is of his powers are his and his alone. And that's why I tell you people, I don't do anything. I do. I'm able to connect to the higher realms, and I do things on your behalf. I request things on your behalf, and actually the divine beings are the ones who do things. Um, and a lot of my power. And I told you guys, I draw from the energy. I never say that I make it myself. That would be ego. That'd be stupid because I would be stripped of my abilities. And I didn't realize let me share another game changer. I'm running out of time. This sucks that I'm only able to make a certain amount of video. And this is for the Jewish people. And you know why I say this to you Jewish people. And I say this as no offense to you, because I have utmost love for the Jewish people. I have utmost love for everybody, Muslims, everybody. Um, but this is for you Jewish people, because well, I'm not allowed to say that, but they know why I'm saying this. Now there was a man of Pharisees named Nicodemus, ruler of the Jewish. This man came to Jesus by night and said to him, Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher from God, for no one can do these signs that you do unless God is with him. Jesus answered him, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Nicodemus said to him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter a second time into his mother's womb and be born? Jesus answered, truly, I say to you, unless one is born of water, of the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. That is born. Now, remember I told you folks, one of the goals that was set for me by the divine beings is I have to master water charging. There's a reason why it says something has to be born of water. Now I explain that if you watch my videos, I talk a lot about water charging, how water is important for you, how water is crucial. And I say many times, if there's of all the things that are important to you, we know oxygen is important to you. You know, money is important to you. Love is important to you. Of all the things that are important to you, the most important thing is water. Now, I explained that many times, and there's a reason why that these divine beings want me to try to master water charging, because that's going to be crucial to God's powers. And then remember it says the Spirit. Remember how I tell you folks, that you can be the greatest person on the planet, and unless you work with the higher realms, which is spirit, you can't make changes. You can't cause healing to happen. Everything is. Remember, I told you in the DNA, there's contracts with that connects us with the spiritual, the higher realm. A lot of things have to go through the spirit. And Jesus, Jesus is a legend. Jesus knew what he's talking about. Jesus, I learned so much from Jesus, unbelievable. Do not marvel that I said to you, you must be born again. The wind blows where it wishes. You hear its sound, but you do not know where it comes from and where it goes. Now remember this. It says that the wind speaks to you. The wind blows where it wants to go. The wind chooses you. Remember this. The wind is divine mother Akasha, which I'll explain to you further. Just remember, divine mother Akasha is the beginning. She's the end. She's the spirit. She's the spirit of wisdom. She's the breath of God. So that's some golden information for you. Jesus really knew what he was talking about. You must be born again. Okay, no. So it is with everyone who is born of the Spirit. What it means by born of the Spirit, like I've been born of the Spirit. I'm a born again light worker. I actually had to be broken down. The military knows what they're doing. They break people down and then they build somebody up. A lot of companies they do this. A lot of legendary places they do this. They break something down and it's a lot. It's if you want to have great power, you have to be born again. You have to redo everything, which I had to go through. The reason why I had to go through this is because maybe in a Holy Shield, I of all people have to experience this, so I can explain it to property. Sometimes, inner Christ, he had experienced love in its fullest effect, because he's the inner Christ is the God's love. So Jesus had to experience love in its highest, purest form, which is the reason why he had to give his life, for all of our sins, and why his blood runs in all of our blood, and and the reason why Buddha, Buddha had experienced wisdom on its highest and its purest form, because inner Buddha is God's wisdom, and me being the inner Holy Shield, God's power. I had experienced being born again to its full extent. So I had to go from a tortured, brutal state into an enlightened, awakened, to a grand spiritual enlightened person. Because I had experienced the reason why things had happened the way it did in my life. Like I said, the key word, divine plan. Everything is nothing happens for fun. Nothing happens for fun, or for well, some things happen for fun. Nothing happens for a reason. No, nothing happens by accident. Everything happens for a reason. Um, there's a reason why I had to go through what I did, is because I had experienced God's power in its highest, in its purest form. All of us inner people, inner Christ, inner Buddha, inner Holy Show me, we have to experience what we are, and every being there ever was, ever will be. Um, Jesus answered. Well, I'm not going to read that, because I don't want to start a. I'm told that I have to read it. Um, Nokodemus, the ruler of the Jewish people, said to him, "How can these things be?" Jesus answered to him, "Are you the teacher of Israel, and yet you do not understand these things?" I mean, this book, I thank the person. I mean, you're a beautiful soul. Thank you for gifting me with this book. And you were right. This book, I was deserving of this book, and this book was meant for me. I mean, this book was ideal for me. I'm getting so many gems. It's unbelievable. I'm getting so many puzzles are getting completed in just 27 pages, and the book is 192 pages. I'm sorry, I'm way over my time. Um, this is something special for you folks. I hope you gobble this up and know that. Just watch my videos. I'm gonna try to redo a lot of my videos, and give you better versions of what I'm teaching you. Now I'm fully on board with this. I'm 100% now. I'm actually more than 100%. I'm 120%. I'm everything that I got for you folks, plus 20% more. And I do this with a joyous heart. Thank you all, and have a blessed night, and sleep with the angels. I'm gonna produce some major stuff for you folks. I'm be because I got a lot of stuff up my sleeves that I'm gonna tell you folks.